Hey everybody, Ben here with Diesel Power Products, and today we are talking about the ATS Aurora 3000 Turbo for the 3rd Gen 5.9 trucks. That's going to be for the 2003 to 2007 25 and 3500 trucks with the 5.9 liter common rail Cummins diesel engine in there. Let's talk about what comes in the box. We've got it right here for you. We've got this fantastic turbo and all these small parts right here. But before we get into the small parts, let's talk about the turbo. This is a great drop-in turbo for your 03 to 07 guys, and I know there is a split there. We're going to address that at the end. But if you're looking to make under 500 horsepower and you want something that's going to light up extremely quick, in fact, I've heard the phrase tossed around quite often with this, light your hair on fire, this is a turbo that's going to work really well for you. It's going to work if you have stock injectors, maybe a little bit larger injectors, say like a 50 horse injector, potentially even a 90, probably getting a little bit high there. But basically a stock or a little bit larger injector works really well with this, again, for that sub 500 horsepower range. It is a 58 millimeter inducer here. Now you might be thinking to yourself, well, 58 millimeters, that seems pretty small. It is small. That's because it lights up very quick. And again, that's why it's the sub 500 horsepower mark. This is going to work really well for anybody that's towing, daily driving, just wants their truck to run a lot better than it was before, get some more power out of it, but maybe you're not reaching for the stars, you're not trying to make over 500, you just want something that's going to work really well, move a lot of weight, and keep your EGTs in check. Now let's talk about fitment, because I know you guys are all thinking, well, there's a 305 horse and the 325 horse engine being the 04 and 04.5. Well, the back side of this turbo, there's a V-band clamp, and you're going to reuse whatever 45-degree cast elbow that was there from the factory. That way it fits in on the stock manifold using whatever downpipe you have on there now. Stock downpipe, aftermarket downpipe. If it worked with the stock turbo and that stock 45-degree cast elbow on there, it's going to work with this because you're going to reuse that cast elbow. Next, there is the wastegate actuator. Well, on the later models, the wastegate actuator is electronic. This doesn't have one. ATS includes this little guy right here. It's a wastegate jumper. Basically, it just gets rid of the wastegate electronic connection there, so it won't throw a check engine light for you because this is a non-gated turbo. Don't need it on there. The next thing you see on the table here is a boost fooler. What this is going to do, this turbo is going to make more boost than stock. If your truck sees too much boost, it starts defueling. Well, what this does, plugs it in line with the map sensor and makes sure that the truck doesn't see, or the truck's PCM doesn't see more boost than it wants to. That way it doesn't defuel. If you have maybe a analog gauge on the truck that's reading the actual boost from its own sensor, you'll be able to see the real boost number. However, if you are reading, say with an Edge Insight with the truck's PCM, you're only going to see the boost that the boost fooler is allowing the truck to see. So keep that in mind. You're also going to get a turbo mounting gasket, oil drain gasket here. You got these studs, bolts, lock washers, and nuts to make sure that you can mount this turbo on your stock manifold. Now again, this can be used with the stock manifold. However, we do recommend replacing that manifold because if it's time to replace your turbo because of old age, chances are that stock manifold is not too happy. And if you're like most people, when you remove that stock turbo, you're probably going to take that stock manifold off. And once you take that stock manifold off, it's going to warp on you. It's going to come off real easy, but it's not going to be able to get back on there. And again, well, not again, but as well, the stock manifold is not really doing you any favors performance-wise. It's not helping you out with EGTs. It's not helping you out with anything like that. So we do highly recommend an aftermarket manifold like the ATS two-piece pulse flow manifold, which on our website is a little box to check, and it includes the manifold with the shipment. One of the things that we love about ATS Diesel is all of their parts are made here in the USA. And when I say that, I don't mean, oh, they're assembled here, but they get stuff from overseas, or they do this, they do that. No, I literally mean it's all made here in the USA. They have a huge facility in Arvada, Colorado, and everything is done in-house, small batch. So if for some reason they do find something they need to fix, they can do it. They have the control from A to Z, which is one of the things we love about ATS Diesel. If you have any questions, if this is the right turbo for your setup, do not hesitate to reach out. We have sales technicians available to handle your calls 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday. You can also use the chat feature on the website. You can hit us up on the social medias, email, whatever works best for you. We are here to answer your questions and give you the best tech support in the industry. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.